Bienvenue au premier épisode de mon carrière de Montréal. Welcome to the first official episode of the Montreal career mode here on FC25. The premiere episode went up a couple of weeks ago, but now it's time to get into the first official proper episode with the French-Canadian side. We've taken them from the MLS, we've put them into the second division of French football, the ultimate goal being to become the first ever non-European team to win the Champions League. And I think with a city like Montreal, which is a very European-esque city, if there was ever a club in a city to do it, it would be Montreal. Very, very excited for this first official episode, lads. We have made some moves in the transfer window. We have made some signings. We've also seen some players leave. And also, there was a couple of stipulations I didn't quite go over in the premiere episode that I want to go over in this one, just to add some further context and also just to save people from suggesting certain players that, let's just say, we won't be going for. The first thing I wanted to show you here, though, is to have a look at our created players. If any of you are new to this channel, for every career mode save that I do, I like to have at least one created player in the team. Just something to have a little bit of fun with. I always want the player to have a link to either the city or the club that we're using. So, as you can see here, Sami Zayn, the first created player. The absolute spitting image of the real-life Sami Zayn. Said nobody ever. But anyways, this is a look at Sami Zayn, our 69 rated goalkeeper. It's really annoying. When I started this career mode, he had potential to be special. I've advanced to the first game here, and all of a sudden it's just at the club since 2020. I don't know why 2020, by the way. We've literally only just started this career mode, but whatever. There is Sami Zayn. If we scroll down a bit further here is a look at Kevin Owens. A little bit more accurate. One thing I really wish they would add into the created player side of things is to be able to give players tattoos, because Kevin Owens has tattoos in real life. So that's something that I really hope that we see over the next few years. I mean, the fact that we're at FC25 and we still can't give created players tattoos is a bit of a joke. This is the one time I get jealous of people on PC. I'm not going to lie. Here is a look at Maurice Rocket Richard. Pretty happy with this creation. 19 years old, 75 rated. He does have potential to be special. I feel like this guy is going to be quite the talisman for us. And last but certainly not least, our captain, GSP, George St. Pierre, 20 years old, has potential to be special. Already 75 rated. He may be young, but there's a wise head between those shoulders. I don't think there was any better player in this squad to be the captain. But as I mentioned, since the preview episode, we have made a few signings. Now, when it came to making signings, I didn't want to just go for wonder kids. I wanted to kind of have a mix of youth and experience. Actually, before I show you these signings, let me just show you my shortlist, just to show how much effort I am putting into this save. This is my shortlist. Look at how far it goes down. I have searched in every French-speaking country, or, country where French is one of the official languages. The age range I went for was 19 up to 26, and they've all been put into the shortlist. And, yeah, as you can see, it goes on for a while. Now, I know I'm going through this very quickly. We haven't even reached the bottom yet. Let me try and go a little bit quicker. There we go, right to the bottom, and all the way back up to the top. If you see any players here that you're a little bit disappointed I haven't signed yet, don't worry, I am not removing anybody from this shortlist, at least for now, because I want to keep an eye on a lot of these players and see how much they grow. And obviously I'll be adding players to the shortlist as well, the more we go in the career mode. Just a reminder for anybody who didn't see the preview episode, we have a very strict transfer policy where we are only allowed to sign players who are from a country where French is one of the official languages. Obviously Montreal, a French-speaking city, people do speak English there as well, but French is the official language. So that is the transfer policy I've put in here. You could almost call us the French Athletic Bilbao. Of course, Bilbao have their Basque signing policy and we have the French-speaking signing policy. Now, I did mention this in the last episode as well, or the preview episode, I should say. Even if a player's first language isn't French, as long as he's from a country where French is one of the official languages, he is eligible. I know I'm probably going to repeat that an awful lot in this series, but it's just to make sure that if you are suggesting a signing, that you keep that in mind. But anyways, onto the signings we actually have made. So I did sign this left-footed centre-back from Canada, Derek Cornelius, 26 years old, 73 rated. Again, as I said, I wanted to have a mix of youth and experience. I think that's a decent rating at that age, and for the second division in France, I think he is a very, very solid signing. Onto the centre midfield position, we've made this signing here, 19-year-old Noah Sadiki from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Really excited to use players from countries that I normally don't use. And he is an example of a very young, exciting player from a relatively unique country as well that I haven't really used too many players from. Yeah, very, very excited to see how he gets on and how he links up with the rest of the team. George Campbell, though, 67 rated, will actually be staying in the French second division. He has signed for Paris FC, the American centre-back, leaving us for $2 million. Best of luck to him, but obviously not as much luck when he's coming up against us. Now that I think about it, may not have been the most clever idea to sell a player to Paris, because I feel like in our quest for promotion, they are definitely going to be one of the teams competing with us. But oh well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We've also signed this man here though, Thibaut Summers, a Belgian winger. It says he's a right midfielder, but I am converting him to be a left midfielder. 72 rated at 25 years old. Decent rating for that age and as well for this league. If anyone knows anything about this channel, it's that I have had, let's say, a very up and down relationship with Belgium. Thankfully, this time though, this guy is playing for us and not against us. And I really want to weaken the Belgian league as much as possible, because I feel like in this career mode, it really will come back to bite me if I don't explore that league a lot more. If you know, you know. But anyways, Thibaut Summers, welcome to Montreal. Esteban Lepal is the next player that we've signed and brought into the team, a 71 rated 24-year-old striker. 1.6 million was the fee, but we also included a player, Veroni, who was born in Italy but plays for Albania, so neither one a French-speaking country. We used him in the swap deal to bring in Lepal. Also very excited to see how he fares in the team. That for every player so far. I need to change up the commentary here. It's getting very repetitive. But anyways, Jonathan Syrah, a player who I actually kind of wanted to keep, 67 rated, 23 years old. I just felt like he was going to want more game time than I was willing to give him. So we did end up cashing in at him. FC Lorient paid 1.5 million for his services. It's a shame that we didn't get to use him, but still a decent chunk of change into the bank account. Dante Sealy has actually gone back to the MLS, DC United paying $1 million for his services. Best of luck to him out back in America. Another player that has left us here in this transfer window, David Bugaj, I want to say. I'm not going to have to learn how to say his name anyway, so not a big deal. £440,000 for a 57 rated player at 20 years old. I'm actually quite happy with that. Jabang, you may as well be in a Barry Scott ad, because Jabang, and like the dirt, you are gone. If you understand that reference, we're best friends. But anyways, he has left the club, £300,000. Best of luck to him at whatever club that is. I'm not going to lie. I think that's an Indian club, but I don't actually recognise what club. This guy, I didn't actually mean to sell. I got Gboglu, I want to say, mixed up with Bugaj, and I accidentally accepted the transfer fee, not realising he would have been eligible for this challenge. I actually should have loaned him out now, looking back as well. But yeah, the Haiti player who's actually born in Canada has joined Aalborg. We'll probably add him to the shortlist. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll add him to the shortlist, see if he gets any decent growth, and who knows, we might bring him back at some stage. But yeah, this one's on me. I got two players mixed up. Yeah, my bad. And the final signing that we have made so far, Alexis Antunes, $100,000 plus Barry Duke, secured the Swiss attacking midfielder's signature, 70 rated at 24 years old. It's going to be very interesting to see how these players perform and if dynamic player potential will kick in, because you'd think at 24 years old he may not have a lot of growth left in him, but I feel like if he can have a good season and perform well, we might see that rating shoot up. But regardless, very happy to have him in the team and excited to see how he gets on. And also, we have loaned out this young Canadian goalkeeper here, Emil Gazdov, out on loan at Nashville. So again, back in the MLS, a 1-year loan. I feel like he has probably some decent growth left in him at 20 years old, 62 rated. Hopefully he can come back and be a solid backup for Sami Zayn. So this is how the starting 11 looks after making those signings and seeing those departures, and I think the team is in quite a healthy position. Saliba is the lowest rated player in the starting 11, but still, he's only 20 years old, 64 rated isn't terrible. I'm pretty sure he has a decent upside to him as well. And as I said, like with this guy here, I do think that dynamic player potential will kick in for a few of these players. Hopefully it will, at the very least. You've probably seen this guy here as well, Jobert. He is one of the players we have promoted from the youth academy, 65 rated at 16 years old. Yeah, I feel like he's going to have quite a big impact on this team. Pun very much intended there. We also have this young striker here, Bataille. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce a lot of these French names. I do apologise if I am getting them incorrect. But he is 60 rated, 17 years old. I have loan listed him. I think Preston were the last team to make an offer for him. So if that goes through, I will let you know. But yeah, I'll actually show you as well some of the other players we have in the youth academy right now. So this is how the Youth Academy is looking at the moment. We've got a blend of Canadian, French and Ivory Coast players. Canada and France, we are scouting in for the entire season. Those are both 9-month scouting missions. The Ivory Coast one is a 3-month scouting mission, and we will update it every 3 months with a different French-speaking nation to have a blend of youth players from all the countries we are eligible to sign from. Nobody overly amazing that's ready to be promoted just yet. Luke Collins, semi-decent player. We're currently converting him to a left midfielder, 59 to 75 potential. Not amazing, but not terrible. As you can see though, the more we go down, we have a lot of players who have potential in the 90s. So very, very exciting stuff. But also with the Youth Academy, even if someone has a potential like Collins, I'm not just going to completely disregard them, because even if they don't have a future at Montreal, we're still better off promoting them to the first team and then selling them on and making profit from them. Very different approach for this youth academy than what we had in Celtic and Manchester United. I think that in this career mode, we definitely have to look at how we can financially profit from players as much as how players can improve the team. Now, we are just a matter of moments away from our very first game of this career mode. The anticipation is killing me. I can't wait to get into it. There's just one final thing I wanted to address before we kick off this career mode officially. This guy right here, Kylian Mbappe, is the only player from any French-speaking country that we are not allowed to sign. There's a couple of reasons. First of all, he's not a very interesting signing. Secondly, he's too much of a cheat code. He is absolutely ridiculous in this game. You've seen him ruin my life on more than one occasion, going back as far as FC24 with Oxford. So Kylian Mbappe is the one player we will not be signing. I just wanted to get that out of the way straight away in case anybody goes suggesting him. I did see somebody suggest his brother. I think Ethan is his name. I'm not going to totally rule it out, but he's not somebody I'm going to prioritise right now. I want to try and use some different players that I've never used before, and Kylian Mbappe is not going to be one of those players. So yeah, just wanted to get that out there. But finally, at last, it's time for our first game of this career mode. Let's get into it. This might be a bit of a problem with some of the teams we'll be facing this year. Montreal's jerseys are quite limited in terms of the fact that we only have 2. And yeah, as you can see here coming up against Grenoble, very similar colour schemes. So I'm going to have to put Grenoble in the away kit. I feel like that's probably the least likely, or least obvious kit clash, I should say. Yeah, let's hope this isn't too much of a problem, because that could get quite annoying. Last, we are here. The first game of the career mode. We are taking on Grenoble away from home. The home of Andre the Giant. Well, kind of. That's where he was built from. But thankfully, we're not coming up against Andre the Giant in this game. Oh, I'm pumped, lads. I am pumped. I can't believe we're already here. The third career mode of FC25 on the channel. Lads, I know I've said this quite a lot in recent times. I cannot thank you all enough for the support on the series so far that we have done. As the screen just goes black. Oh my god, is The Undertaker coming? What the hell is going on? The lights went out there for a second. If you see a dead cowboy-looking zombie, or zombie-looking cowboy, I should say, then please hit the panic button. But anyways, yes, the support on the Celtic and United career modes were really, really just absolutely overwhelming, and I hope you are as excited for this career mode as I am. Here's Grenoble's team, though. Try and see if I recognise anybody in this team. Not really. I'm pretty sure one of the midfielders there, I think I had him in the shortlist. But anyways, that's the exciting thing about this career mode as well. I'm not going to be as familiar with players in this league as I am in other leagues. But George St. Pierre and Sami Zayn there shaking hands with the officials, as is Kevin Owens. I can see Maurice Richard behind there as well. Here is a look at our team. Oh, lads. The hype of starting a new career mode, honestly, it really is something special. It really, really is. But what would make this even more special, as I struggle to speak there, would be if we can get victory here in Toe Blake's first game in charge of Club de Foot Montreal. Let's get into it. We get things kicked off. A new era on the channel, a new beginning. Can it get off to the perfect start? Let's hope so. Here's Saliba. A guy with two first names, Nathan Dylan Saliba. Interesting stuff. Now here is GSP, the captain. There's Lapaul on his debut. Tight angle. Lapaul. Oh my goodness me! What a start to the career mode. Our new signing, Lapaul, with his first touch basically, puts the ball in the back of the net. And Montreal are already taking over France. It's taken less than 3 minutes. GSP with the assist, Lapaul with the finish. It's a beautiful strike. I'm not sure how good Grenoble are in real life, but I was expecting them to start a little bit better than this, to be honest with you. That is an absolutely fantastic strike. Lapaul opens up his account here with Montreal, and we are 1-0 up already. Oh my goodness me. The perfect start to this series. I meant to say this as well at the start. I know I probably sound a little bit under the weather as well. I've been in bed all week, but there was nothing stopping me from getting this series started. Grenoble looking to have a quick response here, but they give it away. Here's Summers, another one of our summer signings. It's so weird playing with a midfield five. I'm so used to having an overlapping fullback. It's going to take some time to get used to, but still. Back with Summers. I need to update some of these squad numbers as well. Some of them are actually kind of annoying me. I don't like a Cam who wears number 5. But anyways, Antonese has a go, but into the arms of Diop. I like as well how they have the licensing for the French League scoreboard and stuff. It always adds to the experience. So it does. But here's Maurice Rocket Richard. An ice hockey legend, now looking to become a legend in the beautiful game. Here's Lapaul again. On his left foot. Just wide of the post. I'm liking this so far though. I'm not as uncomfortable using this formation as I thought I would be. In the United career mode, I was in a bit of a dilemma in my mind about, do I switch to a 4-3-3 like I'm used to? Or do I keep United's formation under Ruben Amorim that they use in real life? We opted to go with the 4-3-3. And I'm kind of glad I did now, because it made this a bit more interesting. But so far, I'm actually kind of liking it. Here's Siddiqui, another one of these summer signings. Over to Summers. Here's Lapaul. Looking for GSP, but just not enough behind the pass there. Jabari. Oh, here come Grenoble now. I definitely feel a lot more secure at the back, though, with the 3 centre-backs. That's something I've definitely noticed. Was he onside? Oh, I tell you what. He was onside. And he'll be kicking himself that he didn't hit the target. Toe Blake not happy with that, as he's wearing a very interesting tie there that seems to change colour every 2 seconds. Here's Sami Zayn's first touch. I said it in the preview episode. He's got a haluva kick. Let's see how good that kick is. Oh, I tell you what, it's going to find Lapaul. Oh, it was a brilliant kick. That is a haluva kick. It's GSP. GSP. Oh. I'm impressed with his performance, but unfortunately the keeper was able to keep that one out. But we have definitely been the stronger team in this game. Because keep in mind, Montreal, not exactly one of the stronger teams in the MLS. So coming over to a European league, it wasn't guaranteed it was going to be straightforward. And listen, we're not even halfway through our first game here. But so far, so good. Saliba. Go on. Richard. Have a goal, lad. Lovely run. Maurice Richard. 2-0. He knows a thing or two about goal scoring. He did it on the hockey pitch. Oh, look at that celebration. Paying homage to his former sport. The man who scored so many goals in the shirt of the Canadians, now doing it here for CF Montreal on his left foot as well. He wears Rocket on the back of his jersey, and that was a rocket of a strike. And look at that celebration. When I saw this celebration, I knew I had to give it to one of the Montreal players. And Maurice Richard was the perfect player to give it to. And he opens up his account now for the Quebec side. But again, I don't want to get too carried away. Oh, what's going on? It switched players randomly there. Sami Zayn unable to keep that one out. Thankfully, it hits the side netting. It just randomly switched player for me there. It was Waterman who I was controlling, and then it just switched. I don't even know who it switched to, but it wasn't the player who I wanted it to switch to, I'll tell you that much. Right, Zayn. Let's get a nice oozy kick here, if you know what I mean. Can Lepal get his head onto this one? I think he can, you know. Yes, he does. We keep hold of the ball. 5 minutes to go before half-time. Can we get a third goal? Summers. Antonese into Lepal. Oh, just beat the post. It is something I've noticed when it comes to those shots. They're not as quick as they were in the United career mode, but that's because obviously we're not using players as high rated, so that is going to be a little bit of a culture shock for these first few games. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I really am. Waterman does well to get underneath that. Here's Owens. And now Richard. GSP. Come on, let's get this third goal. Can we put the game to bed? Oh, in the 45th minute here. Not yet. And that will be half-time. 2-0 up. Lepal and Rocket Richard on the score sheet. Halfway through our first game, and so far, so good. Really, really like what I've seen so far. The team feels good on the ball as well. It feels like they already have a good connection with each other on the pitch. Long may that last. 2-0 up here at half-time against Grenoble. Not gonna lie, I just spent the whole half-time break learning how to say this guy's name again. Antunes. I know that's how it's spelt, but I thought that was going to be more of a, you know, kind of French-esque pronunciation to it. I think I was saying Antonese, but no, it's Antunes. So yeah, apologies if I was pronouncing that wrong in the first half. But anyways, let's get into the second 45. It's Grenoble who'll get things going here in the second half. 2-0 down. Not out yet though. They did have a couple of decent chances, but I still think we were the better team. And we definitely did deserve the lead. But it's not over until it is over. Oh, and they're going to get off to a lively start here, it looks like. Thankfully though, not the best shot. Sami Zayn yet to make a save here. On his debut. He's going to take this one short. Over to Waterman. Let's try and play it out from the back a bit. Saliba. Over to Richard. Antunes. Now I can actually say his name. Here's Siddiqui. Can it be another debut goal? Yes, it can. The centre midfielder from the Congo smacks it into the top corner. The perfect start to the second half. 3-0 up. Game, set and match. Au revoir, Grenoble. Thanks for coming. Even though we visited you, but still, you get what I mean. Well, I tell you what, those Montreal fans are going to have a hell of a long flight for every single away game. So we need to make sure that we're giving them these types of performances anytime we are playing away from home. But this is the perfect first away game, the perfect first game of the career mode in general as well. I was in two minds as well about picking a pre-season tournament, not just for the financial side of things, but just to practice with the team a little bit. But no, I wanted to do it properly in the first game of the season, and that's what we have done here. Can we keep a clean sheet now? That for me is the main focus. Zayn gets the ball again. Hasn't seen too much of it here. He's going to milk this opportunity now. Hold on to the ball for as long as he can. Over to his frenemy, Kevin Owens. Now Richard again. Antunes. He's got Lepal in support, but he's going to have a go on his own. Oh, I thought it was in! Oh, I thought it was in! I probably should have played in Lepal. I wanted another debut goal. It wasn't overly far away. It hits the stand there behind the goal. And unfortunately, it did not hit the back of the net. But anyways, just goes to show though, we've got players who can do damage. And good to see players who can shoot from distance as well. Cornelius didn't quite win that properly, but we do end up getting the ball anyways. Antunes over to Summers. Lapaul, can he get a second? Oh my god. I'm just going to pretend that was a cross. Great cross over to Richard. That definitely was not a shot. Definitely not. Here is Richard. Can he cross it in though? Richard, yes he can. Antunes! Is he onside? No, he's not. He's not going to be onside. Oh, I was going to say what a scruffy goal. The lineswoman puts the flag up. It was a decent ball in. He just didn't time the run maybe as well as he could have. Yeah, he was a good bit offside to be fair. Keeper spilled it, but unfortunately it will not count. Right, let's look at making some changes here. I have noticed as well, less players on the bench. That's something that is quite interesting here in the French second division. Something I'm going to have to keep an eye on as well. I do want to give Joubert his debut. We'll take off Waterman. Cornelius, what's his weak foot? He's got a 2-star weak foot. Joubert has a 3-star weak foot, so we'll play him as the sweeper. Sadiki's a little bit tired. We'll bring on Laturi. And kind of want to bring on this Petrasso guy as well. Why not? Let's make these changes, freshen things up here for the final 25 minutes or so. Look at that guy there in the background, that security officer. He looks like he's straight out of a PS1 game. Bloody hell. That actually kind of gave me a fright. He looked like he was from a completely different generation of gaming. What the hell was going on there? I will also reveal how our stadium looks as well. Oh, in the next game. Oh, but here's Jabari. They've breached the defence and Sami Zayn will not be keeping a clean sheet here in our first game. Oh, we switched off there defensively. Grenoble have pulled one back. Got a bit too carried away there, thinking too much about the future. And we've let one in. That is disappointing. Well, they have threatened a few times, to be fair. And Jabari has been the man to take those chances, or to not take those chances, I suppose. But he took that one. I was in two minds about rushing Sami Zayn out. And when you're in two minds, it normally means things are about to go wrong. And unfortunately, they went wrong there and we've let one in. But still, no need to panic. We still have a 2-goal cushion. And I still feel like there's more chances to be created. But I will show you the stadium after this game. And I do also have a bit of a plan for the stadium as well. Because Montreal have a bit of a unique setup when it comes to their stadium. Or stadiums. But that will be explained once this game is over. Lapaul, can he completely wrap it up now? Oh, he nearly did! Antoine's unable to finish the follow-up. So unlucky there. Here's Saliba now. Oh, he's quite quick as well. Go on, have a power shot, Saliba. Why not? Oh, again. Decent effort. Beats the keeper, but beat the post as well. Was it as close as I thought it was? Yeah, you know what? That was not overly far away. Not overly far away by any stretch of the imagination. But Diop will take this goal kick. Cornelius underneath it. Good header there over to Saliba. And now Laturi. Petrasso. Back to Laturi. I really want this fourth goal to completely seal things. It was Antunes who I was going for there. It went for Richard instead though. Grenoble deal with it. I know I didn't really say this at the start, but I think I kind of alluded to it. But obviously the goal this season is to get promoted. Don't want to be in the French second division for any longer than a season. And doing it by winning the league would be absolutely lovely. But it would be even more lovely if we could get this fourth goal here. Lapaul, can he get it? Yes, he can. Fantastic finish. 5 minutes to go. That completely wraps things up. Montreal getting off to a winning start here in the French second division. And Lapaul getting off to a beautiful start here in the Montreal career mode. Beautiful ball over the top by Antunes. I keep wanting to say Antoine. And Lapaul with the finish. And that will surely be the 3 points. Let's make our final couple of changes here. We'll bring on this Petit guy. He does get a -9 in the midfield. I'm only keeping him for now as an option. You know, he is 70 rated. I am trying to convert him to a centre mid, but it's actually not telling me how long it's going to take, which is a bit annoying. Is there any other change we'll make? No, I think that's probably the final one we'll make. Because as you've probably noticed there are a few players on the bench who aren't from French-speaking countries. But there is one small thing that I probably should mention as well. but I'll mention that at the end of the episode. It's actually not a small thing, it's quite major, actually. I probably should have mentioned it at the beginning, but I will address it at the end of this episode. I just noticed there, that sleeve sponsor that Montreal have. I used to work for that company. That's quite cool. Oh my god, I thought that went in for a second. God, Sami Zayn did make the attempt to make the save, because it was dipping. That actually gave me a bit of a fright. But it will be 3 points here in our first game in the French second division. Is Kevin Owens going on a surging run here? Can we get a 5th goal though? Really rub salt into that wound. Can Lepol bring home the match ball? Ah, the match Lepol, I would have called it if he'd gotten it. But the keeper deals with it, but that should be that. They may get one more attack here though. Let's try and stop them from scoring that second goal. The referee decides to blow the whistle. He puts them out of their misery. A 4-1 win here in the first game in the French second division for Montreal. Fantastic performance. Defensively a little bit shaky at times, but still I was mostly impressed with what I saw. 4-1, 4 goals to add to the collection. Very, very happy with that start in this career mode. Get in there. Before we get into our first home game of the series, I wanted to give you a bit of a preview of the stadium. We are using the Saputo Stadium, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is Montreal's real stadium in real life. Now, Montreal are in a bit of a unique position because throughout my research I've discovered they actually use 2 stadiums. The Saputo is the main one that they use, 19,000 seater stadium, actually quite nice. I have a picture of it here in front of me on my laptop screen, and I'm not going to claim that the stadium I've created is an exact replica, but in terms of the capacity, it's quite similar, around 19 to 20,000. Now, I have also discovered, though, that Montreal sometimes use the Olympic Stadium, or have used the Olympic Stadium, for certain big occasions. So the capacity of that stadium, it's given me 2 here. It says the permanent capacity is 56,000, but also for soccer, as they put it, it can go up to 61,000. So what I've decided to do is we are going to use the Saputo Stadium for the current time period of the career mode. As soon as we qualify for the Champions League, we will move CF Montreal over to the Olympic Stadium, a bigger stadium for the biggest club competition in football. So yeah, that is going to be the plan with the stadium for this series. But now it's time to play our first home game at this stadium, although I'm a little bit nervous, lads. My game just crashed twice. I don't know if it's the game freaking out because we've swapped the team into a different league, or if it was just a glitch with my console or whatever. I've restarted the PlayStation, really hoping that this doesn't happen again. If you're hearing this commentary and you're watching this right now, then it hasn't happened again, but that is kind of concerning. I'm hoping, as I say, it was just an issue with the system as opposed to any internal issue with the game. But anyways, Lepol, who scored twice on his debut, looking to get off to a great start at home here as well. I dig the presentation though of the French league. I really like it. I just love when leagues are officially licensed in the game. It just adds to the authenticity. But we have gone with the same starting 11 as Lepol apparently is going to be playing in goal instead of Sami Zayn. Well, that's interesting, but that's obviously another glitch that's occurred there. But anyways, whatever. We'll try not to focus on it too much. That is our team. Bastia are the opponent. We get things kicked off here at the Saputo Stadium for the first time in the French League. Let's hope we can have a similar result to our first away game. Let's be having ya. We got off to a very quick start in that game as well. Can we get off to just as quick a start here with George St. Pierre? Oh, we nearly did. The captain, looking for his first goal of the series, unable to get it there, but he did test the goalkeeper. I still haven't updated these squad numbers just yet, by the way, but I will look at doing that right after this game. Antunes with the shot. Unable to get there. Here's Waterman. Now Cornelius. Oh, looking for Antunes. Couldn't get there, but it's going to find him anyway. Oh, Lepol is not going to get there. I will have to have a look at the table as well. The Ligue 2 table. The French Ligue 2, that is. Because I'm actually not sure how a lot of these teams are doing in real life. I know Paris FC are doing quite well, as expected. And I expect him to do well in this career mode as well, as Antunes has a shot. But I will have to have a look at that as well. But Richard is going to be the one to take the corner here. I don't think we got a corner at all in the first game. So this is probably our first set piece of the series. Lapal was taken down there. Referee says play on. Is St. Pierre. Good block. GSP again. And GSP is the man to get the first goal at the Saputo Stadium in the French League. George St. Pierre, very impressed with his performance. He wears his initials on the back of his jersey. He wears his heart in his sleeve. And he's put the ball in the back of the net here. No better player to open up the scoring for us here. I feel like we have found the Canadian Zidane. That is how I'm going to dub George St. Pierre in this. He conquered the octagon. Can he conquer the beautiful game here? Well, he's getting off to quite a good start. And we are 1-0 up in our first home game here. Oh my god, game, please don't crash on me now. It was still 0-0 the first time it crashed. The second time it crashed, the players were literally walking out onto the pitch, so we didn't even kick off the game. But now we have a goal, and I'm really hoping third time is the charm. We've reset the console. Hopefully whatever issue is going on has been fixed. And let's hope we don't concede straight away here. It's Cisse. Oh, Sami Zayn with his first save of the game. Didn't have an awful lot to do on match day 1. He was a little bit unlucky with the goal he conceded. But we're on the attack here now. Here's Lapal. Have a go, lad. Lapal. Oh, good save. Very good save there by the keeper. Couple of more things I'll address here as well at the end of the episode. Just about the future of this series. And the more we progress into the series and the plans going forward. I know I probably should have just said them all in the preview episode, but I knew I'd forget a few things. I jotted down in my notes what I needed to get out. And yeah, just one or two more small things to address. But I've definitely given the main gist of this career mode, and I'm so pumped for it, lads. I really, really am. It's just hard to believe that we're already here. When I started planning the career modes for FC25, this one seemed the furthest away. Oh, and I tell you what, our defence was very far away there. We've let them in. Bleh has gotten the equaliser here for Bastia. Yeah, defensively we probably weren't as switched on there as we should have been. Huge gap through the middle there. It's a good strike. Could the goalkeeper have done better? This will be the perfect angle to... Oh my god, Sammy. Bloody hell, lad. I know you've just come over here from pro wrestling and this is not the sport that you're used to, but come on, man. You should be saving that. That's the only kind of concern about Sami Zayn. When I started the career mode, like literally when I went into the save, he had the potential to be special tag. And he's already lost that. And then he's let in a goal like that. But look, it's early days. He's still a young player. He's still progressing. Let's not get carried away. Antunes, can you get your first goal for Montreal? Not yet. Keeper was able to save that. Here's Tommy. I'm trying to see if I recognise any of these players as well. Probably have shortlisted a few of them, to be fair. I've just forgotten about them. Here's Bleh again. Oh, really good tackle by Waterman. The most senior defender there, stepping up. Oh, Cornelius, what the hell was that for a pass? Oh, that was poor. It's Bleh again. Oh, Sami Zayn, man, you should have saved that one. I think he should have saved that. Bleh has made it 2-1 here. Oh, look at this. You're lucky Canadians are friendly. Because if this was at a different stadium in this league, I don't think you'd be getting out as unscathed as you may here in Canada. But again, though, Waterman probably should have done better, to be fair. But Sami Zayn, I don't know. That one I can forgive a little bit more. Actually, yeah, to be fair, it was a good strike. But we have fallen behind here. This was not in the script. Can we get an immediate equaliser? Lapal. Oh, good save. Well, I know I normally christen the high-scoring games as basketball games. I'll probably have to rechristen them as hockey games in this career mode for obvious reasons. Can we get a quick equaliser here, though? Not yet. Go on, GSP. Oh, he's done really well to keep hold of the ball there. Waterman. Maurice Richard. Oh, how has he missed? Oh my goodness me, Maurice! You would have bet your house on him scoring from there. Somehow. He's put it wide. Oh, that is absolutely crazy. How did he miss that? Well, look, we have to put it behind us. Are we going to get one more attack here in this first half? Looks like we are. Can we take advantage of it? Lepal! Oh my bloody god, lads. What's going on with the finishing? 2-1 down here at half-time. We missed two fantastic chances right at the end. Sami Zayn called into question with his goalkeeping ability. Bleh with the 2 goals as well. We're literally behind to a bloody insult. That's how bad things are going at the moment. Look, no need to panic just yet. Still have 45 minutes to turn this around. And I'm confident the boys can do it. But we need to respond quick here. Bastia looking like they just want to kind of hold on to the ball for as long as they can. I don't blame them. Oh, here's Cisse though. Oh, really good tackle there by Waterman. Really, really good interception. Antunes. Over to Summers. Thought I'd overplayed that there for a second. Lepal. Antunes. He was unselfish, the striker. Maybe should have been a little bit more selfish. Saliba. Lepal. He is going to be a bit more selfish this time. Didn't have an awful lot to aim at, to be fair, but he's got the shot off. It's 2-2. He does get a goal on his home debut, but he's picking up that ball. We want to win this game. Brilliant equaliser. We weren't behind for long, really, in the grand scheme of things. And Lepal makes up for that missed chance at the end of the first half by scoring here at the start of the second half. And it's Montreal 2, Bastia 2. Come on, let's get the victory here. Keep our 100% start to the season going. Because as I say, promotion... Or did I say this? I actually can't remember if I said this. Promotion obviously is the main goal this season. And I want to do it by winning the division as well. I really, really do. His GSP again though. Good run. Antunes. Oh, he's hit the post! That was actually closer than I thought. Thought it was going well wide. But the post has kept the scores at 2-2 here. The score at 2-2, I should say. And now Bastia looking to go on the attack with Bleh. Oh, no. No. Go on, Kevin Owens. Okay, thank God he took the shot when he did. Because I felt like we weren't catching up to him at all there. They're making a change. Vincent coming on for Tommy. 25 minutes to go. I'm not going to make any changes just yet. Here's Lepal. Go on, lad. You scored 2 on your debut. Can you score 2 on the home debut? Yes, you can. Oh, it seemed like it took forever to go in, but it's a brilliant strike from the Frenchman. And we do take the lead yet again. A comeback of champions. Now, let's not get carried away. It's match day 2. But still, a very, very impressive comeback. Lepal just always looks like he's going to create something dangerous when he's in these positions. It's a really, really good strike as well. As the substitutes celebrate. And Montreal regain the lead here. Bastia making another change. I think I'm going to make one change. I'm going to bring on Petrasso on this left-hand side. Summers, not quite at it today. Will I bring on Laturi? Or Piet maybe? No, I won't. I'll leave it for now. We'll just make the one change. Freshen things up down that left-hand side. He's naturally a left-footed player as well. Unlike Summers, he is right-footed, but he does have quite a good weak foot. But anyways, we're back in front here. About 20 minutes to go. Can we hold on to it and can we add to it? Can Lepal make it the match? Lepal. Did you get it? Okay, I'll see myself out. But speaking of seeing things out, can we see this result out? Oh, Sami Zayn with the save. I tell you what, my heart is in my mouth every time they have a shot at goal towards Sami Zayn. I do think he will come good. He has already gone up in his overall as well. But obviously he's still in quite a, developing phase of his career. He's in the infancy of his football career, so it's just going to take a while for him to to grow and develop, but still, I've got full faith in him. Even though it may not sound like it from what I've just said. But anyways, here's Siddiqui. He's going on a good run. On the turn. And he's going to win the corner. 15 minutes left. They're making another change. Feels like they've made a change every bloody time the ball's gone out of play. Maurice Richard with the ball in. Lapaul goes for the header. But, of course, this is FC 25. We never score from set pieces. But now we need to defend. Vincent on the ball here. Or Vincent, however you want to say the name. I'm not going to put on the French accent anymore. Oh, but I tell you what. They've broken through me again here. It's hit the bar. Bloody hell. The woodwork coming into favour for both teams here. Here's Antunes. I feel like another goal would definitely seal it. Lapaul, he'd love to score it, but so would Antunes to wrap it up. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh my goodness me. Blake can't believe it. I can't believe it either, to be honest. Go on, we will freshen things up here. We'll bring on a CDM. Cornelius is a bit tired as well. We'll bring on Jaubert. And Richard is a bit tired also. Will I bring on Yankov? What does he do? Or how does he do as a winger? Oh, GSP gets a +2 there. That's what we'll do. We'll make these changes just to freshen things up. Trying to see this result out. That definitely would have sealed it there. But unfortunately it wasn't to be. They get the goal kick. It's headed away to Sebas, however you say his name. Anyways, I tell you what, I should stop focusing on how to say his name and try and stop him from scoring. Sami Zayn with the brilliant save. Waterman goes over to celebrate with him. Oh, heart was in my mouth there. It's a really, really good save. I mean, to be fair, you probably would expect him to make it. But it's actually a good reaction time as well, to be honest. Corner kick, though. Still some defending to do. Piet gets it away. This Sebas fella, I feel like he's been on the ball an awful lot in the last few minutes. That's a really, really good interception there, though. It's Yankov. Over to Lapaul. Can he get a hold of that? Yes, he can. Go on. Oh, looking for Antunes, who would have been clean through. But the clock is being run down here. Surely that's going to be that. The referee blows the whistle. It's a 100% start from our opening two games. Our first game at home here ends in victory 3-2. But definitely the toughest game so far. I mean, we've only had two games, so like, you know, not a lot to compare it to, but still a very, very competitive game, but a very good result as well. And it's great to see that we don't let the heads drop when we go behind. Lapaul with another 2 goals. I feel like he is going to have quite the collection of goals by the time we get to the end of this first season. But 3-2 here is the final score at the Saputo Stadium. Lovely stuff here in our opening home game. Top of the league after 2 games. You love to see it. Montreal having an impact on the French league straight away. Oh, I'm very, very happy with that start. 3 goals conceded, little bit annoying, but look, I would have taken that with a 100% record if you had offered it to me at the beginning. So lads, just before we wrap up this episode here, the first episode of the Montreal Career Mode, so happy to finally be here. There was a couple of things I wanted to address. So if we go over to the squad here and go into team management, you will probably notice there is a few players in here who are from countries where French is not one of the official languages. So this season, I didn't want to just have to get rid of everybody who is from one of those countries. But the main goal of this series, as I said, is to win the Champions League with Montreal. In my opinion, the most European, non-European city. But we cannot officially achieve that until the entire squad is only players from French-speaking countries. So, for example, this Yankov guy, who, as you can see there, is not from a French-speaking country. If we got to the Champions League final and he was still in the squad, we would not be eligible to complete the challenge. So, that is the main goal of the career mode. Not only to win the Champions League, but to do it with a full team and squad of French-speaking players, or players from French-speaking countries, is what I should say. So that was the first thing to get out there as well. The second thing is, I am currently bulk recording season 1. So I uploaded the preview episode on the 22nd of March, Wednesday the 22nd of March. I am currently recording this on Friday the 28th. Reason being, obviously I've mentioned it on a couple of videos recently, I will be travelling over to Las Vegas for WrestleMania. In the kind of week or two leading up to that event, and obviously the week that I'm over there, I won't have any time to record. So that is why with this first season I am bulk recording it. So if I'm not as active in the comments or in the live chat, that is why. So I would strongly encourage you, if you want to leave any suggestions, obviously of course leave them in the comments on the video as well, but please do join the Discord. The link is in the description. There is a channel there for this Montreal career mode. Please leave all your suggestions there. But lads, that will do it for this first official episode of the Montreal Career Mode. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Apologies that I sound a little bit under the weather. I've been in bed most of the week, not feeling great. Hopefully over the next couple of days, I'll start to feel more myself. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are excited for this series. And I will talk to you all in the next episode of the Montreal Career Mode. Au revoir. Take care.